Merry Christmas, everyone. Listening to my body, it's definitely saying yes. Yes, this was a good week for a deload. Continuing our week 10 deload. Today is pull day, so we will pick back up with our deadlifts and such. If you recall, the last couple of weeks we were slowing down specifically on deadlifts. Those were the things that we kind of felt our form breaking down. So this deload is gonna hopefully help with that. We will do about 50 to 60% of our normal volume. So if normally I do 3 sets of 4 on deadlift, we'll probably 2 sets of 3 or maybe 4, depending on how we're feeling. Just to keep, we'll do the same weight just to keep our body used to that, picking that heaviness, but we're gonna give our body, our central nervous system, our interconnective tissue, our brain, just a little bit of break. This week, it's also Christmas week. Merry Christmas. So yeah, felt like a good time to do a bit of a deload. So yeah, let's get these weights put on and yeah. Okay, to warm up set 1. We're still gonna do our normal 50% and then 50%. And 75% warm up, because even on a deload, when we're building up to this weight, we want to get our body nice and warm and loose. Yeah, I'm really feeling it this week. That first warm up set. It's moving slow, listening to my body. It's definitely saying yes. Yes, this was a good week for a deload. I think we're just starting to feel the effects of the cut. We've lost almost 20 pounds, so I think it makes sense. Been going 10 weeks that our body's starting to break down just over, 10 weeks of heavy lifting and calorie deficit. I'm just hoping that deloading this week, getting a little bit more calories, holidays and stuff, give my body the extra boost that it needs to hit it hard next week in week 11 and give me what I need to get through to the last 10 weeks. Warm up, set 2, still at 50%. All right, moving a little bit better there. I don't know if there's ever a deadlift day where I feel really good on the first warm up set, so that second one is usually moving a little bit better, so that's good. All right, warm up set 3. This should be about 75%. All right, working set 1. Let's see if we can get 3 right here. I mean, we should be able to. We're in a deload. 3 is less than 4. Should be doable with good form if we can. All right, set 2. Set 1, lat pull downs. I think we were at, oh gosh, we did 10 last week, so I mean, we'll shoot for that because compound lift, we can. Let's get our second set of lat pull downs, and I think I'll stop at 2 sets here. With these, with non-compound lifts on deload week, there's hard and fast. You need to cut the volume or you don't need to cut the volume. I think that part is a bit subjective, kind of depends on what your goals are. I'm really wanting to give my body a break, so I'm going to cut the volume on my non-compound lift by about 60%, and I'm just going to do that. I'm going to cut it by 30%. I'll leave it at 60%. So What that means is I'm just, instead of 3 sets, I'm going to do 2 sets on a lot of these things, but I'll keep the rep scheme the same. So for these lat pull downs, last week I 3 sets of 10, so I'm just going to do 2 sets of 10. So this is the second set. 1 arm dumbbell rows. Last week we did 11 reps, so we'll shoot for that. That feels good. All right, set 2. All right, seated rows. I think last week we did 11, so shoot for that for 2 sets. Alright, last set. Good thing because I gotta take a dump. I don't know if I could have made it through a full normal workout, not deload today, without deloading during. Okay, let's do a quick check-in. This morning we weighed in at 191.2, bringing our average to 192 for the week. We want to be at 190, so we've got a little ways to go. If the trend of last week continues, hopefully Wednesday and Thursday will be a little bit lower. Last week we were under that 190, so I'm hoping that we're just over that because of some water weight that we're holding on to from the weekend still. We'll see. We'll just try to keep hitting our macro goals and see how it goes. Speaking of our macro goals, yesterday we were under 1800. Again, we're trying to shoot for an average of 18 to 1900 for the week. This being Christmas week with some holidays, we are going to go ahead and shoot for somewhere between, I'm going to give it a wide range, 2000 to 2500. I want to stay under 2500, so closer to 2000 would be okay, but I'd be okay with 21, 22, knowing that Wednesday and Thursday are going to be high calorie days. Yesterday we did pretty decent on our protein goal of 180. We, my wife just commented on my hat. We almost got 180. We're at 168 grams of protein, almost at 10 grams of protein per 100 calories. Not quite. We probably would have been at that, but I did have a hot chocolate at the end of the night. We were at a Christmas light thing, and 'tis the season, so went ahead and had a hot chocolate, which bumped our calories up, without adding much protein. All in all, I'm not too concerned about it. That's pretty good recovery coming from this weekend where I had donuts and cinnamon rolls and pumpkin pie and a bunch of other stuff because the holidays. So yeah, all in all, good shape for calories and protein yesterday. We've got Tuesday to kind of hit another normal calorie day today. Tomorrow will be Wednesday, being Christmas Eve. We'll try to do my best to keep the protein high earlier in the day because we'll have a Christmas meal at night. And then Thursday is Christmas, so all bets are off. But then we'll try and get back on it the rest of the week. And that's it. Merry Christmas, everyone.